Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready to get started here. This is a mic check as well. Gary, are you there?
I am here. I am here.
All right. Hello, hello, everybody. We're getting started here in about 2 minutes, a little less than. Settle on in. It's going to be a fun old time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the official Rockfish Games stream. I am your host, Eric. I'm joined by Gary right over there. Say hi, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Oh, beautiful. We're going to be helping you out today. I'm going to be flying along through some little adventures here in the DMZ on my Nightmare difficulty playthrough. We're picking up right where we left off last time. We need to make some progress, so hoping to do so. And in the meantime, we're also going to talk about and show the Supporter Pack DLC that was sort of shadow launched alongside the Incursions free content update. There have been a lot of you guys out there already who have purchased the Supporter Pack DLC to help fuel further development for EVERSPACE 2, and we very much appreciate that. Thank you so much. It truly means a lot. We hope that the sort of playing around of your ship through the new customization settings are nice. It's time for a proper showcase of what those are. So that's what we'll be doing throughout the course of the stream. If any of you have any questions whatsoever, both Gary and I will be delighted to help serve you as we navigate this space. So for now, Gary, I'm going to need you to vanish. So that's right. Excellent. Very good. And I'm going to lead you guys through gameplay here. I'm going to try and finish up what I was doing at the Ancient Citadel because I can't remember what it specifically was. And then we're going to head to a store and talk about the Supporter Pack like right away. So this is what we were doing. We were trying to complete 4 location challenges. Oh, we actually completed this. Okay, so never mind. We completed this. Yeah, so let's just head on over to another location challenge. Let's just do that right now. Woo! So let's check our map. Let's head over to Okrot Trading Station. The lighting might not be the best there. I have another idea. Cool, we have Bree Bioplant. We can head back home. Oh yeah, we got several elements unlocked, so that'll be fine. That's the pathway we're gonna take. Speed run our way back. Right now, I am pretty happy with the ship that we did customize a little bit. We could definitely get a couple more customization options, just to unlock throughout the game. But the Supporter Pack is gonna give us a lot of opportunity to really mix and match and do some really fun stuff. Audio seems low, actually. How are you low? What's going on? What is going on? Why is it coming through so low? That's interesting. I'll have to inspect that a little bit more when we get a little downtime. So for now, we are going to head on over to the Bree Bioplant. and show a bit of what this supporter pack is all about.
I'm sorry. I'm still working on it.
Skip. All right, thank you. All right, so yeah, this is a nice one. We got some pretty good light here on the ship itself. So let's talk about this right here. We have, also we're going to talk about briefly the Alienware as well, which is completely free for the record. But what I wanted to do first is go into our first custom area here, and we're going to see that with the supporter pack unlocked, we have a couple new options that are not available just in the base game. We have engine effects, we have livery, and we'll see more opportunities in some other territories that we normally have access to as well. So let's just start right out of the gate with engine effects. And here you'll have two different engine effects that you can apply to your thrusters and your boosters separately. And what we have here is we have 12 different thruster effects that can do a number of little different things to them. Everything from adding nice little sparkles to your engine trail, to having like this sort of wavy look to it. I'm a big fan of this one, actually. I also like the triangles. Delta Surge. It pleases me greatly. But each one of these changes the style of your thrusters just in a unique way. Obviously, as you can tell, none of this affects the gameplay at all. This is just cosmetic only. This is just like a, hey, you know, it's not necessary to the game, but it's just kind of fun, which is why we put this into the supporter pack. It's just a way for you guys to like go a little bit deeper, a little bit further with your ship, just an account of supporting our development. So yeah, lots of different options here. I'm kind of skipping around, but you can apply them to both in different styles and ways. So if we want to have like electric water, that seems dangerous, you know, we can certainly go that route. And of course the colors are also applied, whatever you choose, you know, so we can have pink bubbles. Nice. All right, sweet. Yellow bubbles. Okay. It affects it all. And obviously the different engine that you have at the rear of your ship will also take into account those various effects. Just something a little bit more to do. With the emissive lights, there's this third option now, which is called cybernetic glow. And whenever you enable cybernetic glow, it does exactly what you're thinking it does. And a lot of people describe this as Tron-like. Yeah, absolutely. There was a fun story behind the addition of this, actually, is that we had a bug in the game which made this happen. Not these exact lines. We actually customized the lines. But it made the ship glow, like lights on it glow. And one of our community persons who had found this sort of issue, they were like, this is really cool. It'd be awesome if we could build this into as like an aesthetic. And we were like, no, that would take quite a lot of time to probably implement. Well, now we're here for the supporter pack, and it's freaking fun. You can, of course, change the intensity of it to varying degrees. There's a lot of fire going on, making it a little bit interesting here, but you can, of course, change the color to whatever you would like as well to highlight everything else. But it can be a lot of fun. I'm going to use it a little bit more subtly here. I'm also going to change it to let's just go with red. Let's just keep it nice and red. Oh yeah, okay. You can really see it on the wings. Goodness. We'll do that for now. But the big changes really come into play with this livery option. And yet, before I go into that, we're also going to go into decals, because there's a slew of new decals that you can choose as well through this. So we have everything from a few selections of like a ramen cat, snake, and fish. Then we also have this cat with a minigun. I'm a big fan of it. Each one of these do have different like names that are listed out. The ramen ones are listed in actually I don't know specifically which one it is. I think it's Mandarin. I could be incorrect there. I think it's Mandarin. But then also it has like a little bit of text down here that has it in English, saying ramen cat, ramen snake, or ramen fish accordingly. We have the Necro skull as well, for those who just like to have a skull on their ship, because who doesn't, honestly. Dragon, Succubus, Reaper, no aliens, Squadron. This is probably my favorite. I really like this one. Devil, Comet, and Death from Above. You're going to be seeing a lot of these whenever we get to the screenshot showcase of those of you who did end up purchasing the supporter pack and went crazy with it. Lots of really cool stylizations that you guys have done. I'm excited to show that when we get there. I'm going to go ahead and just choose squadrons and not really customize it that much because I want to just keep moving along, because we want to talk about the livery. So for those who are only just getting acquainted with EVERSPACE 2, and maybe you played it at first within the 1.0 and now you're coming back to it, you might remember that the paint jobs were called primary livery, secondary livery, tertiary livery. Obviously that's been changed because we want to make sure that there's a nice distinction between the color and the actual, what is the livery of the ship itself, which is effectively like a big old stamp that you're putting on the whole of the ship. And we have a lot of different styles and ways that you can do these. Some are more subtle, some are much more rich in detail. Lots of different ways that you can stick these on, but the customization doesn't end there. Like say for example that you really like this one, but like the symmetry kind of messes with you and you're like, you want something a little bit more grungy, right? I don't know, that maybe that's who you are. Well, now we get into all of these different options to start stylizing this even further. So not only can you like shrink it down and scale, you know, say you want like a heavy amount more detail, like something like this, or like even if you wanted to go like that and you're like, oh, that's really cool, but man, I wish it would apply to the rest of the ship. Oh yeah, no worries. Tiling will do that for you. So now it just keeps applying that over and over again in multiple spots. Actually, I really like that, goodness. But you can do various things like this. And if you don't really like how symmetrical it is, you can also like move it around the ship. So like now I'm sliding it across the ship to create kind of its own look and style. So now it really kind of is your own. Like you've just slap paint on it willy-nilly, but you know, specific whatever you want to call it, giving it a much more handcrafted look instead of sometimes that symmetrical look. Still more, if you didn't want that middle ground symmetry that is at the starting point, you know, right from the middle, excuse me, just like this, but say you wanted something more like to create your own shape, you can then turn symmetry on again and you can start creating your own unique shapes in each one of the various liveries. Like, look at this. Like we're really getting into some unique territories now where we can truly make this our own. This is just one of all of these liveries. There's a lot of liveries here that you can mix and match and customize and go crazy with. You can only apply one livery at any given time, but again, because of all these different ways that you can stylize it, it gives you truly an absurd number of ways that you can apply this. It also is available in both a standard finish and a metallic finish. So if you wanted the livery to be super reflective, of course you can do that, similar to the color options that we have. And speaking of color options, it has every single one available according to how you want to slap that thing down on your vessel. Ooh, I like that. I like this one. We're gonna actually, let's see, I wanna bring this in a little bit like that, and I want to apply symmetry. No, the other way. There we go. I kind of like close that gap in the middle. I like that a lot more. Just like keep it right this, just for the moment. So lots of different ways that you can apply this. I'm seeing a lot of individuals sneaking in, asking questions. That's great. I am talking a lot, so sorry if we're missing anything. We will be answering questions at certain intervals in the stream. So if you are asking questions and you're like, yo, hey, look at the chat. We're looking at the chat. We'll get to you, I promise. There's also just a lot here that we want to talk about. Now, we're going to show this off maybe another time later in the stream as well. But dang, I really like how that came across. But I also wanted to show you some other themes that I kind of was playing around with in the same ship. So I went with kind of like these thematics pertaining to various elementals. So this one is kind of my air themed scout that I worked on. Didn't take too long, but I'm really happy with the results. Just a nice, clean, sort of whimsical style. And it even includes like these vapor trails that are going on behind it, just to add that sort of whimsy to it. Very pleased with those results. I also have this
Very
fire.
Squish, very squish.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I also have this fire-themed one because, of course, naturally you have to have a fire-themed ship. Come on, like goodness gravy. So really happy with this one, and of course the engines are absolutely fire, literally, just streaming out the back accordingly. Makes me happy. And last but not least, I also made this sort of water-themed one with bubbles. Whee! Isn't that nice? Really enjoy the bubbles. And naturally, the engines, of course, are also just giving those same vibes as well. But there's tons of different ways. This is just one ship with very specific modules that I've customized in 4 different ways now that are all quite distinct from one another. Really happy with those results. I'm leaning towards this one. I think we're going to keep this one for the moment. Maybe play around with it just a tad longer with the engine effects. Yeah, because that's a little strange. Maybe we'll. I do like the void reverb. It's makes it where there's like a darkness in the middle of it. So yeah, we'll do something like that and change the engine color. We'll just make it red. Why not? Cool. That'll work for now. Because I want to get back into some gameplay, but again, this is one ship. One ship with very specific modules on it, depending on how you customize those modules of your ship. Everything from the body of the ship to the engines to the wings, and also now you can change the cockpit as well. There's 3 different versions for every single ship. You can have a tremendous number of options to truly make your ship stand out like no one else if you go the direction of the supporter pack with all these fun little goodies. As always, we do really appreciate the supporter pack purchasers. It really does help, and this is just one more basic way for us to just say thank you. Last but not least, I do want to jump into this Alienware style, which truly makes your ship look like an expensive PC. I love it. Looks like it's going to play some serious games. It's fit with the logo itself slapped on the side. We got Alienware there, and it's incredibly sleek looking, including the Alienware lights that come packaged on their products. So it's incredibly authentic. And even though I chose this one up here as a custom style, you can modify your ship to whatever degree you want through this process. Let me just do this really quick. We're just gonna change this, you know, and we're gonna change that, and we're gonna change this over here. And you can see that whatever you had last changed, whenever you choose that theme, it will apply to the whole ship and the modules thereof, so you aren't stuck with just the default look of the ship. Lots of fun. Pretty cool. I really do like how slick the Alienware comes across. I think that it's a nice bringing together of what their products are and the ship that you're flying. And again, this is completely free. You can actually go get the Alienware one right now. All it takes is like a free sign up to the Alienware portal, and you can just download the DLC, and whenever you spool up EVERSPACE 2, it'll be there happy waiting for you to slap on your ship. No cost whatsoever. So, all right. We're going to go ahead and go with this one. I like the cockpit change here. I'm going to go back to... Yeah, I do like this engine. I like that one. I like the little splash of color at the edge there. Just makes me happy. So we're going to take this one for a ride a little bit further to continue on in our mission of success. Oh yeah, you can really see the glows now. Really see the ship glows now. But yeah, we want to look for another location challenge here in Kayit. So let's find one that's not as difficult as this one. All right. But I am looking over the chat, and a lot of you guys are saying, that's pretty sick, and like really enjoying what was being shown here. Cool, you know? And again, one more time, and we're going to say it a billion times probably, but like the supporter pack is entirely optional. Obviously, it has no impact on gameplay at all. You do not need this. It is a way for you guys to support development further and get some cool looking stuff in the mix to customize your ship in the process. So for all of those of you who do want to dive into the supporter pack, we very much appreciate your support. It truly means the world to us to continue doing what we're doing and making EVERSPACE 2 even better. And for those of you who don't want to, it's no worries. It's no problem whatsoever. You keep enjoying EVERSPACE 2, you keep chatting amongst you all and just giving praise or feedback, whatever that needs to look like, so that we can move forward accordingly. All right, let's see. We already completed Akrat? Okay, let's see. Let's head on over to this undiscovered site, which I'm pretty sure is kind of a doozy as well, but let's do it. Let's do it. You know, I think there might be a nice timing in here, since we are kind of diving into trying to complete a location challenge that I'm probably going to die at because Nightmare difficulty is in fact harder after the latest Incursions update. Let's go ahead and start answering a couple of those burning questions you guys got. So Gary, if you want to join me on the stream. There you are, perfect, excellent.
There we are. Excellent. Right, first up question from Louis Long over on YouTube. It's a bit of a lore question, actually. They're wondering, how did Adam actually learn to fly the ships?
Oh yeah, that's great. That's great. So, so this question is incredibly profound because those of you who actually know Adam's past, I'm getting destroyed. I gotta pause. So those of you who know Adam's past, he's actually a scientist. He's not really a pilot. Now, he was trained in combat through the colonial protocols whenever he was going through service, you know, quite some time back, at least the original Adam. And so through his sort of training, they accounted for him to be more on the carriers themselves, and he was producing clone fighters to help forward the fronts, as opposed to being in a fighter himself. There were a lot of jurisdictions as to what that looked like and how it all operated, but I digress. For the most part, he didn't really have that sort of combat expertise nearly as much as, say, his friend, Seth Nobu, that he was partnered with at that time. Well, there were a lot of things that happened since the war, as well as some illegal dabblings in cloning, and inevitably he got to a point where he thought he needed to save himself, and the only way to do that was sending a clone from a long distance away to fight through to get to where he needed to be. So he modified the clone to be a great fighting pilot, injected needed resources into this clone so that he could do much greater than he ever could, just so that it could get to him to hopefully save his life. Well, so now you kind of have this amalgamation of a product that doesn't really have memories, but does have memories, that has injected new content into them, new knowledge into them to further their particular goal, even though they're literally only like 1.5 years old. Spoiler alert, that's how old you are in EVERSPACE 2. You're like 1.5 years old. That's it. Woo! Fun! And you got a whole lifespan ahead of you to do what you will with this injected knowledge and these fragmented memories. Great! All right, there you go. That's a ton of lore for you. I bet a lot of you were like, oh, I didn't even know that. I never put that together. You're welcome. It's always a pleasure to give you guys way too many details about like back-end content that we've been planning all along.
There's actually a follow-up, a couple of follow-ups with that. Actually, I think you've stirred the hornet's nest a little bit with the lore. Similarly, from Louis Long, just wondering how far away is Earth in comparison, or in relation rather, to the DMZ?
Oh, that's a great question. And it's basically on the other side of the galaxy. So Earth is definitely alive and well. I have, in previous streams, sort of fluffed some lore as to why there's like a lesser connection there than not. But the short of it is, the confirmed lore is that bringing colonial forces over to the DMZ does in fact take a while to do so, even with all the warp gate systems and everything that have been created. But the main reason the DMZ was even an opportunity in the first place is because of a mining prospect expedition that found a ton of valuable resources. And so lots of colonials were coming in. They met the Okar. The Okar are like, what? Why are you here? Leave. And the colonials were like, but no. And then explosions, and now we're kind of here. So, yeah, it's connected, but it's also more on the outskirts of the DMZ where it is supposedly still connected. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I'm not really sure. Back to the homeworlds of Earth for the humans in particular. That would be found more in the colonial territories, though, much further away from the Okar territories on the opposite end of the DMZ. So there we go. Lots and lots and lots of lore for you guys today. Also, I am totally dead. There's no way I'm going to survive this. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. But yeah, next question.
Right. Actually, it's a question that we've just had coming across the various chats. With regards to supporter pack, could you tell us where it's available and will we see it elsewhere if it's going to be on other stock?
Oh yeah, this is a fantastic question. I actually just added this to our frequently asked questions because we've been getting it a lot. So thank you for the question. Thank you for desiring to support us through where you are playing the game. It truly means a lot. The short of it is that we are looking to see how we can bring it over to those other platforms. We cannot specifically state if it is going to happen officially or not at this time. It's something we are looking into. So we do appreciate your desire for the purchase, and we appreciate your patience to see what that would look like and how we would go about it. We'll have to follow up with you when we do have more news on that front. But thank you for your desire to do that. I'm a little bit hopeful. I think that we'll find a way, but that's just one voice out of, you know, the whole team, and there's lots of plans going on, so we'll have to find out. So
right, we've got one last question that will come in, and it's another lore question. You've really
oh my goodness.
Bearded Frog over on YouTube would like to know, is there a specific real life star system area the DMZ actually takes place in?
I think that this is the first lore question that I don't know the answer to. The short of it though is it's probably not. I'm pretty sure that this was concocted in a way that Uva, our creative director, wanted a section of space that we could just make up and freely generate as we needed to. I'm rather confident that real world Okar planets and their entire existence hasn't been found, but pertaining to like actual planets and like the sort of regions surrounding it, I would be surprised if it was legitimately, but I know that whenever we created the DMZ and all of the spaces and the planets and all the intrigue, it was all done so much, like specifically the planets here, right? Because that could be like an actual reference of what we found. We made them all up. We have thematics for each of the different systems so that they have a cohesive stylization to them. For example, if we looked at Cedo, you would notice that all of the naming conventions are water-based. So you have various gods and goddesses that are referenced quite highly according to this effect of kind of being in a sea or an ocean, having control over water. And a lot of that reasoning for Cedo itself is because it's kind of a backwater system. Even though, you have this connection here to Union, which is like one of the largest bustling hubs within the DMZ, and there's a direct connection there. You can almost imagine that these lines are just kind of helping you understand where everything is at. It's not the actual distance from one another. Not even close to that. So you could just imagine Cedo is actually all the way somewhere. Hang on, let's just keep probably still, hang on, we're not there yet. All right, I think we're a fourth the way there. That's like, Cedo is like way out of the way, right? And each system has the naming conventions along those lines. So, yeah. But truly, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question fully. Maybe Uva's in the chat, I doubt it, but I'll have to ask him to be like, hey, was there anything that we used from a real world account of what we found in it, like somewhere out there where we were like, hey, that seems kind of fun to tell our story within. I'll get a double check, but I don't think so. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. So very, very interesting question. I love that.
Right, I've got one more that's just come in.
Cool.
Yeah, able to answer it, and it is From XFusel97 over on Twitch, they would like to know if they were able to customize the color from fired weapon projectiles. So can we change the coloration?
Oh man, I love that question so much. Truth be told, that has been something that you guys have requested even during the early access phase. Something that our team has talked about internally. It's not been something that we've been able to put together, obviously, because it's not in the game. Who knows what the future has in store for us? That is not a teaser. That's not foreshadowing anything. It's legitimately like, who knows? I seriously don't. Normally when I do know something along those lines, you can kind of tell, and I do that intentionally because I like to tease you guys. This one is seriously in a territory of, we've looked into it. There's some technical specs there that are infuriating, way more than we'd like them to be. It's kind of up in the air. I would love it. I'm sure you guys would love it. I'm sure most of our team would love implementing it, at least having it implemented. But the process of getting there, we'll have to see what the future holds. Can't make any guarantees at all. So, there's another clever little question, though. I like that. I like that. So,
right. You are free to die on, pilot.
Thank you very much for that, you jerk. All right, cool. Very good. Let's try to survive now. This is actually this is a pretty deep challenge. Do we have another? Do we complete all the other challenges? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, I think this might have been like a carryover data thing because our data says we have to complete 4 location challenges, and yet we have 4 of them completed on the map. But all right. I'll stop whining. I think this is my last opportunity. Oof. I want to do something else. This is a little too challenging for the moment with where we're at. Let's get some better combat. Let's do some puzzlings maybe. What do we got? We have some stuff around Akrot trading station that sounds safer. Should be good. Oh, one other thing to mention. Whenever you do have the glow effect, you can totally see it in your cockpit too. We added some of those features so that it's visible there. Just to really ramp it up an extra notch. So, enjoy. Hello, hello. Seeing some more folks sneaking on in. I'm also looking at some of the chatter that I've missed before, like, what? EVERSPACE 1 is not copied from real life? It's like disappointed face. Yeah. No, understandably, the question regarding, like, if it's based off of something we've discovered, like, I like that question. I think it's a valid question, so it's all good. All right, these guys are actually our level. We might be able to survive. Let's go ahead and let's do this, because we should be able to get some kills here relatively easily. Oh, I used that too soon. How did that miss? What? What in the world? Cloak me, thank you. Goodness gravy. Oh my gosh! All right, we're gonna need a better ship. Cloak? Yikes town. All right. Get some health back. There we go. How did that miss? Oh, come on. They're like two-shot me. My poor little scout. No! Ugh. I'm only 1.5 years old. Don't do it. They're shooting at a baby. That's a little morbid to think about. All right. Whoa, no! Oh my gosh! Oh jeez, we don't have anything else here. All right. Oh nope. Probably did not want to teleport into a wall. That was not a healthy choice. All right. Akrot Station, help! Help me! They're being mean to me. I'm just trying to do a live stream and inform the folks at home what we're offering. All right.
I see the Kite Nebula hasn't eaten you alive yet.
No, I'm still here. Seen rougher systems in my time.
All right. All right, let's try to clear up our inventory a little bit and maybe optimize some of our systems so that we're not getting completely destroyed. Let's see, more firepower and structure. You know, repair bay is awfully nice, but having greater structure is kind of appealing. I suppose it's not too bad as of right now. We probably just ought to get a better ship, if we're being honest with ourselves. Let's see. Let's organize this a little more clearly. Would love to use those. Yeah, why not? Let's just make it to where we can. That'll help us out, especially whenever we get to some larger punks. Let's go ahead and... Oh, whoops. We have the blueprint unlocked, so we'll just sell the... Oh. We'll just sell that. Let's go ahead and... We're going to break Toxic Revenger down. I know it feels a little bit devious, but we are going to get some organic space semiconductors, which is new. We were not able to get those prior to the Incursions update. Those are going to be used to make a lot of little crafting ingredients now for legendary catalysts. Shredder, probably not. We have those already. All right, cool. And now we're just going to kind of speed run the rest of this because there's a lot of stuff that just isn't going to service right now. We're making a lot of credits, though. That's nice. We had more nanobots this whole time? Oh my gosh. Let's do that. I do like having the device recharger, though. Really comes in a pinch. Cloak field generator though too. Oh man, now we're having difficulties. We're going to use the cloak field generator. We're going to sell this since we do have the repair bay going on. Peacemaker would be nice, but that requires us being somewhat close. I'm going to sell that. Oh man, I don't know about you guys. It's always refreshing to clear out your inventory. Oh, feels good. We'll sell these. This is like the worst place to sell them. Oof, we're gonna hang on to them. We need a better weapon. That's what we need. Do we have any good catalysts that we can slap on something here? Overcharge, not bad. Swift is not too bad either. Tune energy core for our weapons. Thermogun, if we had rapid on that, that might not be too bad. Let's do that. So let's go ahead and craft the missing components. Do it for us. Craft one. There we go. And then let's go ahead and slap that bad boy onto our thermogun. It's going to make it just a little bit faster fire, do a little bit more damage. It'll suck more energy dry, but you know what? If we can kill them before they kill us, that's a victory. Let's see. I thought we repaired our armor already. That's interesting. Okay. All right, I think that's gonna probably do it. We're just gonna sell these other, floaters here. We'll hang on to you. You'll be our friend. Let's see. Just double check what we've got. We do have those cruise missiles, so preparation could be pretty strong here. We're going to do crit happens. I feel like this is cheating, but I think we are going to move to close call. We're going to go play it safe. Look at us. We're going incredibly defensive. Incredibly defensive here. But I want to have more opportunities for living. I do like this one. Unyielding Assault is like my preferred. But I have seen Ulterior Motive used incredibly effectively by some of you all. Oh my gosh, like basically keeping alts stacked back to back when you're like flying through rifts. It's seriously impressive. So that's pretty cool stuff. All right, we're gonna go ahead and fly on out here like so. Try to be a little bit cheeky. Oh my gosh. Shield's already down. Now I know we were so... Okay. All right. I'll take it. Hunter's Fang. Well, suddenly I wish I had that catalyst to slap on there, but this is fine. This is great. We will take it. Boo!
And there's the nice little drop of a legendary in Nightmare gameplay.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Get some more credits here. This might be a really nice area for us to stick around in for a little bit, just because enemies have other targets to face off with. And it's one of the reasons why we actually did this in this space, so that the first time you get here, if enemies are a little bit over-leveled to you, you have some backup, and you can kind of experience the enemies without being completely destroyed. But obviously there's some clear challenges if you test your luck a little too far. Oh, we don't want to miss this ramen. My goodness. Dev mode drop, says Stite. Oh my gosh. Not look. I get it, but I can assure you we are not using dev cheats for drops. Nope. Nope. All right. Oh, that's too far away, isn't it? What's our range? We have range 15, and then it's only 41%. Oh, that's not as much as I thought. Okay, so that's going to be approximately 21. So why am I still firing? Goodness. Just wasting ammo. All right, here we go. We can hit from here. Should do pretty decent damage. All right. This is feeling a lot better. Neat. Oh, that's an elite. Why am I picking on elites? Alright. The evasion of the scout. Helping us out there. Whoop, whoop. Let's just get our shields back, please. Thank you. Alright. I'd really love to level up. That's one of the main reasons I'm kind of floating around here. But let's also start trying to find some of the secrets littered about. There are a number of them here at Okrot Trading Station. So power core socket, energy sphere dispenser, protector sphere dispenser. Oh my goodness, protector sphere socket. Okay, well I see those two. Let's just take this, just because it gives us infinite energy. And we can kind of search around to see where it might go. Oh, I'm seeing a shield generator. That's promising. Okay, just a bulletproof container, but we'll take it. Nice! Yeah, we'll do that instead. Oh, it's gone. All right. Let's do this one. It seems safe. Protector sphere. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Oh nice, our call perk triggered so we can see the remaining little secrets. That's always a plus. Except that one's just the energy sphere socket, so that doesn't help us. More exploration needed first. Are you over here? Alright. Nice. Goodness, I love the glow. Goodness, the cybernetic glow. That's just pretty... That's just... Oh my gosh! Oh. What a jerk. Get wrecked. Alright. Nice. I'll take it. Alright, so that's the socket. So the goods are in there. We just have to find the energy sphere itself. Neat. Oh wait, we know where the energy sphere is. We had it earlier. It's right over here. Right? Yeah, energy sphere dispenser. Good. Look over at chat. And I see... I look forward to direct brain integrations. Excellent. I love that you guys are keeping the chat alive and talking all those beautiful sci-fi things. Yeah, the world is an interesting place, and there's been some interesting developments thereof. So, you know, that's pretty cool. Okay. All right. Let's try that again. Oh, man. Can't get distracted. That split second. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's do this again. Jeez. Oh, that's not working because it's teleporting into the energy core.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't the fastest route. I took a faster route last time. What? Okay, alright, alright. We gotta find that faster route again. But first! Let's get rid of some more redeemers. Excellent. All right, so let's find our beeline approach here. We have the energy sphere dispenser right there. Another one? Okay, hang on. Oh, okay. So we're just gonna go straight this way. Okay, all right. Gonna keep things nice and simple. Super duper easy. In just a second, because I want to blow this open. I think this is where our energy core is. Yep, our power core, excuse me. So let's... oh my gosh, they're on me! Oh, ow! Dip! Ow! Go wait! I didn't do it! It wasn't me! All right, good, good. Nice. We'll take it. All right, now let's go finish this thing. Boost chamber. Oh, okay. Was that all that does? Neat. Last but not least, let's get this energy core socket from the energy sphere dispenser. Okay, we're just gonna go straight over there. Nice and simple. We could use energized boost to make this even easier, but I refuse to make it too easy. I'm sure somebody's already mentioned it. Like, Eric, why don't you just do this? It'll make your life so much easier. Ah, no, I like to make things overly complicated. That's just who I am. All right, there we go.
12 times the charm.
That's right. All right. Ooh. Ooh. I think it's time for a replacement because that is twice as much. That's over twice as much armor. Omni-Manus, you've been replaced. All right. Nice clearing of the location. I'll take it. We are getting pretty close to level 26, which also pleases me. Oh, how did that miss? Come on now. Is that why Eric never presses G? Oh my gosh, I forgot the G button existed. How dare I? Thank you for the reminder. Oh my gosh, perfect hatred? Dang. Elite's suddenly dropping like freaking candy. We got Hunter's Fang over here, and now we just got perfect hatred. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Seething Wrath. I mean, and look at the damage output too. Oh my gosh. That's a little bit of an improvement. I think we're gonna use it. The range, kind of unfortunate, but you know what? We're gonna slap that puppy on because we made space for it. So, gosh, that's pretty cool. All right, let's pick up some of these, the scrap here, looking over at the time. Why not use the boost chamber I just turned on? Well, it's mainly for the race, actually. So it can help you with some much greater times through the speed course. I think I'm going in backwards. Yep. Oh wait, no, there's a different boost. There's a different boost on the other side, I think. But yeah, this goes whee! It's pretty fun. Maybe this one is for the speed course. I can't remember. Are there two here? Who knows? But it's fun. Let's get a couple more of these kills. Maybe get ourselves another legendary, apparently. That'd be pretty nice. Get the shields perfect. Come around. Boom! Oh, how did that miss? There's one more up here, right? Yep. Yeah! Alright. Alright, let's change up the scenery a little bit. It's pretty here. It's pretty here, and this is actually a good place to grind, but let's move on. We 100% completed it. Come on. Let me go. Cool. All right, we are... Wait, I have 0% at the Athorian Fault? Who wants to see me get eaten by worms? Please raise your hand.
I wonder whose fault that would be.
It's definitely not mine. It's freaking... Jeez. Oh, my goodness. That's good. Well, this is a nice transition to, once again, answer some more of those questions that have been coming in. So, Gary, if you'll please join me once more. Beautiful.
Right, just a couple we have lined up. Another lore question.
Oh my gosh!
This time from Pesky Husky over on YouTube. Do you have anything to say about the areas of Aethon having names from the labours of Hercules?
There's not really too much more to speak on that front, other than we did go through and prepare a lot of spaces surrounding the DMZ should we continue to expand the EVERSPACE franchise, right? Because I think all of you know how it kind of works when you're building a game world. You don't just stop at where you can go. You want to make sure that you're creating an actual living, a thriving place that has interactions elsewhere and inside of itself, right? This is no different to when we curated EVERSPACE 1 as well as EVERSPACE 2, right? it wasn't just enough to say, okay, well, we're going to make this location so you can play in it. It was, okay, well, we're going to make this location inside of this space, this solar system, this territory, this whatever. How do we need to define this? That's before we're even talking about, okay, what's the level design look like? No, it's like, what's the theme here? What are the characters that we're going to be encountering? What's going to be the sort of the environments? What's going to be, you know, all of these different things, right? And so you paint this lavish picture of all of this stuff, right? Even if maybe you're there for just half a second and then you leave again, right? This is commonly done in how world building works. The entire world, far beyond the reaches of even what a player or a reader or a watcher is capable of, but it's there. It's established. There are many interactions that you don't see yourself, but they are present. They are churning, right? And maybe you'll see the ramifications of what's going on at a certain point in the story, or you know, whatever, right? So it should not come as a surprise that we do have Athon here with named planets and unknown regions, because you haven't ventured there, of course, that are established, just not accessible. Because it exists in the DMZ. There are stories to be told about the various planets. There's characters that can reference them, that have stories interconnected, even though it's not anything to do with the story arc of the Adam clone you are playing as. Cool.
Indeed. Right, question regarding the supporter pack. You kind of covered it a little bit earlier, but it's Shiny Goat over on Twitch. It says, now that you've released the supporter pack, are there any plans for a sequel or two in coming alongside with future updates? In other words, are we looking at producing any more supporter packs?
My
Assuming
goodness.
more liveries and decals, would there be any more options than what we've currently got?
I mean, I'm going to be fully transparent with you guys. Like, we didn't ever have the initial plan to do a supporter pack. The concept of a supporter pack came from you guys. Like, through early access even. Like, this was not even a like after 1.0 thing. Like, through early access, there were a lot of people saying like, man, it would be really cool if I could support you further by this means or that means. It's a shame that I didn't make the Kickstarter because I wanted to do this or that or the other thing. And so we like kind of put our heads there and was like, man, we should have a way for individuals to be able to do that, but without it just being like a donation, right? Like, we want to give you something in return, which is where the supporter pack ultimately came from. It was like, hey, this is a means for you to support us and our progress forward, because we do have plans. You guys know that we're working on a premium DLC, right? We have to, you know, keep the lights on in the process. And so that supporter pack, really, it came from you guys, and we're really happy with the results of it. And we had a lot of fun playing around with creating these things that do not impact the gameplay experience. It's just for fun. Asking about if we're going to do it again, my gosh, like, you want more ways to support us? You know, I have no idea. Talk to Michael. Michael will be like, yes, please, let's do it, I'm sure. But we do have plans, so we don't want plans slowed down too much. We really want to stay the course and produce more of this rich premium content for you all. So I'm not going to say it's not possible. You guys are crazy. But thank you for your desire to support, even in the first place. But it really just kind of came out of the blue, and it was like, you know what? A lot of community persons have been asking about this. Why not? Screw it. Let's do this. Let's throw this together. So.
Right. One quick question that's coming from YouTube from Hello over there. They're wondering, does someone from a distress signal be so happy that you rescued them that they decide to join you in your travels?
That was a very specific question. I don't think there's anybody that you rescue that then joins your cause. No. No, there are various backer created characters that you have to find and rescue, but none of them are like companions in the sense of like providing various perks, for example. I suppose in one way you could say that's how Delia is.
True.
Because, you know, you kidnap her, and then she's like, okay, now help me. And then she joins your cause. Yeah.
Rescue.
So, oh, sorry, wrong. Excuse. Rescue. You rescue her. But yeah. It's a curious question.
Between friends.
Yeah. Nice. That's a good question. I like that.
That's it for the time being.
All right. Very good. All right. Well, you can go away. You can go. All right. Very good. Awesome. I'm loving the questions today, guys. This is good energy. This is good energy. Now we are going to take another trip through what the supporter pack details do show, just because, you know, there's a healthy bit, and I want to make sure those who maybe missed the first segment of the stream do get another chance just to see what it is, you know, just the fun stuffs. Oop, kid crawlers. No thanks. Oh my gosh, I only have cruise missiles or figure of 8. Ow! How rude! Rude! I wasn't even attacking you. Jeez. There's another one. Oh, another energy shield. Nice. Let's see. Do we have just like a... Here, we'll do this. We have to wait a moment. Only reason this is taking a while is because there's enemies nearby. Oh! Actually, wait, do I have that perk? Yeah, okay. When not in combat. But unfortunately, it catalogs us in combat. Where was that? Where was that wall? Oh shoot, I got lost. Is it over here? Nope. Whoop! Was it over here? Oh my gosh, this cave! This cave! I'm lost! Help me. Hive. Open GPS. I don't know.
You know what would be really handy in that situation would be waypoint markers.
Gary. It's fair. It's fair. Really? I thought I would. Gosh.
It would be really handy in this situation.
Seriously, can't remember where that destructible was. I know it's marked on my map now. It just seems like way further than I remember, but I guess we'll just go over there. We'll just go over to the destructible. It's fine. Wait, there's two destructibles. I don't remember any of this. No, this is a different one. What? This is not the right one, because that requires using the thing to the poison pod. Is this another one of those? Oh no, this is it. Okay, cool. Valuable shipwreck. Come here. All right. Cool. Excellent. Quite a few valuable shipwrecks in here too. Oh my gosh, I can't store anymore. Crazy. All right, well, let's make some space. Let's see.
While you're just going through that inventory, actually, I did get asked a question today regarding somebody had seen you do this same action on stream previously. On PC, if you do want to select multiple items within your inventory, then you can hold down the control key and left click, and that will select many items together.
Indeed, that is the case. All right, we're gonna probably get rid of the Jaeger as well. Nissan plating. Cargo unit. I still like that repair bay. We are going to have to start thinking about that. Man, our rapid thermo gun is now just, nope, no longer valuable. All right, we'll get rid of these web missiles. I think we're going to swap here. I think we want the firepower and resistance instead of structure and utility. That's not a good trade. Nope, never mind. Just kidding. All right, let's get these back, and we'll get rid of these. Well, we'll hang on to those. Why not? All right. Nope. Bring those over. Thank you. All right, all right. Now that I'm thoroughly lost in this cave and can't remember where I was going, let's go ahead and head on out. This was a nice, exciting little venture through. It's like one of my favorite places, honestly, because it just looks super cool. Incredibly unique to the rest of the game, too. But alas, we want to complete some more stuffs. So I think next place we're going to go, I want to go back to Union. Let's see. Because we have, let's see, where is it at? Oh, no, we got Union completed. Okay, well, maybe we should stay here. It's just that location challenge. We can go over to Drake for a little bit. That'd be fun. Let's do that. Let's head on over to Drake. What could possibly go wrong? Cool, cool, cool. Oh, maybe like a creature, one of the crawlers destroyed the destructible wall back there. It says typed kibbles. Actually, that might be accurate. That might be what happened. Those dang critters! Oh, whoops. Going the wrong direction. Where are we going? Here we are. So, let's head back over to... let's see. We don't have that established, so we're going to need to fly through. Let's go to Prescott. And we'll take a quick stop. We will see what new ships are being offered. I think it's time to swap our ship. Then we will do some quick customization just to showcase the supporter pack a little bit further, because gosh dang it, there's so much you can do with it, honestly. It's pretty wild. And then from there, yeah, we'll head over to Drake. I think that's a good plan. So... What do we got? So, ooh, oh wait, our current ship is a tier 2, isn't it? No, it's a tier 3 plus. Dang it, I don't have the excuses that I thought I would have. All right. Ooh, I do like that one. That's a specialty one, a backer supplied ship. Do like the Nemesis. Always a classic choice. Interceptors are a lot of fun too. I haven't flown a gunship in a little bit. You guys really like gunships. Oh, I like that body. That's
Thanks.
pretty fantastic.
Oh, you mean the ship?
Oh, oh my gosh, you stop it. Oh, man. Actually, I do have a question for all of you watching. Like, the new engines and the new canopies, or not canopies, the bodies. The new engines and the new bodies for the light ships and the heavy ships. What are some of your new favorites? I'm really curious. Like, you can describe them, be like, oh yeah, it has like this jagged, pointy thing, or it's like got this smooth, sort of cool looking thing, or it kind of has like these, you know, it's like this, I don't know, it looks like a vacuum cleaner. I don't know, just find a way to describe it. Really, gunship Roomba is the first thing I read. Nice. All right, that's exactly what I requested. That was spot on. You followed the instructions. You understood the assignment. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh. That was so fast too. It's like you were waiting to exclaim that, Spoot Knight. You're like, oh man, I've been waiting all day for this. Finally, somebody asked. Oh, that's stellar. Speaking of stellar, I think we're gonna go, man, oh gosh, I so badly want a striker. Do I? But it's so... What passes we got? 30% increased boost speed while under missile lock. That's not too bad. Activating quantum tether instantly repairs 50% of armor. Bound with our current perk, that means we'd get 100% armor restored. That could be useful. And then 20% hull damage reduction. That's also useful because I tend to get hit a lot. Striker, do it! I see. Oh my gosh. All right, all right. Lots of people. I love the Striker. Been running it forever. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm buying it. Jeez, twist my arm. So good, so good. Let's go ahead and see how we can stylize it now. I do like the passives though. It's got some pretty good passives on it. We just have to remember to use the alt. That's going to be the challenge, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so what's really cool about whenever you get a new ship, and I've explained this before, but just one more time since we have been talking a lot about ship customization, it will save whatever you have done to the last ship you were using and apply it to the new ship. It does not mean that you only have 4 slots of customizations and when you swap back and forth between different ships, it's going to replace them. No, every ship has its own 4 customization slots. We just copy it over whenever you buy a new ship from the last ship you were flying. That's all. So as you can see, we'll have our customization options applied here, just like we had on the Scout. Ooh, I'm kind of liking that one. All right. I think I need to re-centralize these bubbles a little bit. They're a little too cattywampus, I believe is the term. Oh my gosh. But you know what? We're gonna go with this one. I like this. I like this. But let's before I mess everything up here, let's just talk one more time about the supporter pack details by just messing around with this one. First, giving us some random colors to play around with. All right, cool. And then we're going to remove the livery for now, just to kind of get a sense of what's going on here and the emissive light. There we go. So this is more of a standard what you can do inside of the game, which of course we love the opportunities and the options that you have. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here. We are gonna kind of look around at maybe making the all right. I'm okay. It's coming together. I'm feeling it. Okay. All right. So let's see. I like the voided purple. That's good. Maybe for the red we go with fire. More of like a fire truck. It's so small. It's so small. It's a little thing. Maybe we'll do the little squares. It's too small. It's just a little guy. Maybe we'll change the engine for that. Why not? We'll do the void on that one as well. I'm liking this already. This is coming together. I just randomized the colors, of course. Now, of course, for the emissive lights, there's lots of ways to go crazy because we have this new cybernetic glow through the supporter pack, which, you know, can really change how your ship feels. And you can increase the intensity and all that fun stuff. See, I almost want to make this... Can we make it like a blue? Oh, that's too much. Cool your jets. Do something a little bit more like that. More purple or more blue? We're gonna go with blue. Go more with blue. But then these lights we're gonna change maybe to orange. It's truly making this its own ship. That's what we're going with. Then we're gonna go with our livery, and here's where we can get truly crazy. All of these different styles and themes can be applied to varying degrees. I do believe that whenever you are using any prior ship customization, it will retain the information that you had on the livery, even if you change it. So we have this X button to reset. You just push the X button and it changes everything back to its normal state. We were awfully close. That's probably why it didn't look like anything changed, but in fact, it did. Let's see what else we can do here. That's surprisingly not too bad, actually. It's a main color of the paste all the way across it. Maybe something a little more subtle. I'm kind of liking something more like this now. I like that. We're gonna go with something like this. And for the style here, oh, I'm liking the stripes. Ooh. Okay. All right. It's just nice and simple. Don't even have to complicate things if you don't want to. If we want to add like even more stripes, here, let's see if we can. Let's see, we can tile. Too much spacing. Hang on, do we have another option that can do this? Not quite. Too much. That's kind of cool. I mean, we could spend the entire rest of the stream in here. Let's be clear. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with this one, and we're gonna try and. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm feeling this. I hope you guys are too, because this is. I think I'm gonna go this direction. Standard color. All right. Yeah, this is good. I like this. I like this. Yeah. I mean, obviously, if we really wanted to continue tweaking further and, you know, bring home all of the color palettes in the way that we want, we could do so, but we're going to just stick with this, and then we're going to do, let's do Death from Above. Death from Above, let's see, we'll do the text colors in black, and maybe like outlined in red. And actually, no, we're gonna do it more like this. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do that. And then for the Death from Above insignia itself, let's see, we're gonna make the helmet. We're gonna make the helmet black. We're gonna make the skull white, and then we're gonna, oh yeah, okay, and then we're gonna add like these red. Yeah, okay, yes, yep, that's what I like. That's what we're going with. Our new ship. Everything's set. We need a new weapon. Do you have a new weapon for us to purchase? No. All right. Thank you for your time. Let's go ahead and buy these. Fill that out. All right. Neat. Fission controller. Let's see if we can actually top this one off. Let's see if we can make some fission controllers. Oh, it was on that. Oh, we need pure Clygon? Okay, we need Clygon. Okay, so now we have a mission. Okay. Let's find some Clygon. Which one's Clygon again? There you are. What do we got? Where's the Clygon? Show me the Clygon. Really? We found barely any Clygon so far? Dang it! Well, that explains why we don't have any. Maybe we're going over to Zarkov. Let's see. Yeah, let's try to follow risky business over there and just see how things go. Oh my gosh, so many incomplete tasks. But hey, you know what? We're doing it. We're doing it in style. Look at that. Look at this ship. Is that the most customized ship you've ever seen? Here we go. Back in the fighter seat. So, but you can see, I mean, there's tons of ways to customize, and look, again, the glow, oh my gosh. I'm glad I softened it. I can only imagine it would be like so bright you'd need sunglasses in here. But gosh dang, that actually looks sick. Oh yeah. Oh, that's, I like this. I like this. That's good. And also just to show you kind of like what the text looks like, I want to get just a little closer. Can I just get a little, hang on. I want to, nope, other way. What? I like how it's like really grungy. Death from Above. I love that. But then the skull that we're using, oh yeah, I like how that came together. I'm pleased. I'm pleased with those results. Yep, that feels good. All right. So let's head on over and finish up some more missions that we've got. Oh, I think we had a fast travel opportunity from Prescott over there. Oh, it's fine. We'll go the long way because this music's awesome. And maybe there's some music or some questions. Any questions?
Anything? We've got about 3 questions lined up.
Oh, sweet. All right, cool. Yeah, let's have them.
Right, question from Twitch xfussel97x again. Are there any current ideas, plans on expanding the leveling system, like prestige levels or new perks, reputation system extension, or higher ship tiers?
Yeah, that's a great question. No, there aren't any plans. We are very much focused on just having this more single-player experience where there's a beginning point, an end point, and then once you get to the end, you can play around and do a lot of fun stuff with. If we inflate the level value at the end to create a feeling of progression, that means that we would also have to go in and inflate those same values to, like, say, items and equipment and all that type of stuff. So in the end, it might actually not change that much, but it's certainly not something we couldn't do, I suppose. But there needs to be an important purpose to why we would do that, if we would go in a direction like that. So again, I do say there's no plans. Maybe we'll see what the future holds on that front, but I'm not thinking much is going to happen, but we'll see. All right, good question. What else we got?
I'm going to combine a couple of questions here because they're very similar. From YouTube, 3D World and Wild Moon. 3D World asked, wanting to make people use lighter ships more, because we've seen from the data that the light fighters are not generally used as much. Obviously, we've done a little tweak to the Scout ult recently. Are we planning on reworking any other ships, maybe the Striker or anything like that? And to tie in with Wild Moon, are we looking at bringing any new ship types?
Oh my goodness. All right.
Yeah.
So just like not holding back. All right.
No,
I love it. Well, I mean, to answer the first part of your question, you're basically asking if there's any planned changes to come for our ships, right? Like saying, well, you know, we've made these balance adjustments to the Scout. Are there any plans to do more for other ships? There's technically no plans to do more for the other ships. But much like there was no plans to do that even to the Scout, it's more than possible for us to pivot and say, hey, you know what? This new thing that we've added, or new experience that can be had, it would make more sense if we adjust the ultimate in this way, or the expertise in that way, or increase the amount that the passive gives to this degree, etc., etc., etc. It's possible that we could do that. But again, there's no plans. There are no plans at this time. We are really happy, actually, with where the light ships in their balance actually falls. Even as I say this with my challenges with the Scout earlier in the stream, the light ships truly are in a pretty good spot. The Vanguard has surprised us. We balanced it more towards the player's favor after some 1.0 exploration and some early access exploration as well, but it's been tweaked and it's been bettered through more passives, through the Armed and Dangerous update, and tweaked in some of its stats. That ship can be vicious. If you guys are like veering away from the Vanguard because you're like, well, it doesn't fire as fast as the Stinger and it doesn't have the range of the Scout, do not underestimate its insane level of power when you are running through the engine trails of your foes and blasting them from behind. It is crazy how strong that ship can go. It just requires a lot of careful navigation. You have to be on the top of your game on that front. And the Stinger itself, I mean, when that thing freaking launched even in early access, it's so strong. Like it's a mini gunship, except like it's like obviously a glass cannon. But yeah, that thing is a lot of fun to use. Don't pass that one up if you haven't even given it a chance yet. It's just a matter of folks now just giving it the chance. So, yeah.
Last question I've got lined up now is from XL over on YouTube. Kind of suggestion territory. But would it be possible to add an intensity slider to the engine effect so that we can, for example, decrease the particle count of specific effects?
That sounds like a request to me. Is it possible? Yes. Will we do it? There is no plans. You should slap that suggestion over on like the forum somewhere so we can review it and pass it on to the team. I think that's kind of a cool idea, but the say doesn't really go through me, as you can probably imagine. So, yeah. Let's see. I'm going to immediately up our freaking teleporters to now we can have a chance to leave a refund. Actually, you know what? We're going to go with parting gift. Making our teleporter just a little bit better. Gosh, it's about freaking time. Level 26. Let's visit this. Get risky business going.
Right, you're free to Fly on again, pilot.
Okay, all right. We'll see you later. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Cool, cool. All right. I'm kind of liking we're having a little bit more of a chill stream. That's good. But guys, don't be shy. If you do have questions, hit us. We would love to help provide clarifying details and speak at great length about lore. Yeah, it's a good time here. So sell this, sell that. Nice. Our credits are doing really nice. I'm happy with the results of how we've kind of balanced all of that process out. Feels pretty good. I have to change my ship a little bit. I know I intentionally made it a bit of an eyesore. I gotta fix it. It's actually bothering me. I'm sorry, guys. All right, let's just you know, let's go with our bubbling ship. Well, I'm gonna tweak the livery just a little bit here. Can we give it a bit better spread? I don't want to put it right in the middle. Hang on. Here, let's give it more bubbles. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. Much better. Much better. I like that. Also, I didn't even show this, but the clip angle, if you have something that's like stretched on the side of your ship like this, and you don't like it, you can actually change the clip angle and it will actually erase those portions. So that way it doesn't look as jarring. And that's really dependent on how you want everything to come together. I don't really mind it too much, so I'm going to just leave mine on. But that's what that does. We might do that one, actually, because that strip in the middle is kind of obnoxious. So we'll do that. That seems good. Cool. All right. Much better. Ah, yes, the bubbles. Wonderful. I don't even know what our mission was. I just spoke. Go to Perun for. Okay, excellent. And then skipped all the dialogue like a true gamer that I am. Oh my gosh. There's text in games? What? So much chatter over on YouTube, my goodness. My eye pain is relieved, you're welcome. I really, honestly, Bearded Frog, I did it for you. That's all of it. Oh, I could have put on Cybernetic Glow, but oh well, it's fine. My questions all got answered from the amazing community. Thank you. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, we have a pretty helpful, if not a little bit trollish community surrounding our streams and our Discord, our spaces. We have a lot of fun around here, so I'm glad that you're getting the help you need. Oh my gosh, I could use some help. Can a community team member help me, please? I'm struggling.
Keep pressing that left mouse button. You'll do fine. Hit your G key.
The G key. Wait, there's a G key? I keep forgetting that. All right, let's try it out.
I'll take a closer look and see if I can find a trace of Ingram.
I'm not the best person to ask that because I keep forgetting it as well.
Oh my gosh, that was actually surprisingly effective. I might have to try to remember that, but we'll completely forget about it anyway. Oh, that's so cool. All right. I could really be using my legendary secondary a healthy bit more. Oh my gosh! We're dying! I thought this was a beefier ship. What gives? I mean, it is. I would have died in the scout. Let's be clear. That's a missile. All right. Qui-Gon! Woo! Woo, Qui-Gon! Hey! Hello there! Qui-Gon, my friend.
That is just what I need. Got some more Qui-Gon.
Delightful.
Looks like Ingram was here all right. Let's keep going.
Qui-Gon often spreads out from a central source, deep within rock formations. It makes sense to focus on locating the source.
There's a cave here. Picking up a lot of Qui-Gon. Let's take a look inside.
Oh, I thought... For some reason I thought that one had a secret. I was incorrect. But you do want to check these hydras, especially, yeah, there you go. Because there are valuable shipwrecks that can be inside of them. Yeah. That's a great example. gonna pat myself on the back for that.
Engine problems? You shouldn't be here. It's Matthias. He shot me down. He's really out for revenge. He's the one who sent the tip about the Clygon to lure us here. I managed to hide, but now I'm stranded and can't send comm. Well,
Whoop.
well, look who came to the rescue. You should have listened.
The Blast Master!
Matthias.
Oh gosh, I forgot about the damage that they do. Okay, everything's fine.
Put miners in my trap, but you're even better. You're going down. You created your own mess, Matthias.
Ow!
That crew was only doing what they had to survive. I was the chief of the whole damn
Ow!
operation, and they kicked me out. Yeah, well, you're a sociopath, man. You need help. Oh, get stuffed. Try me.
Rude. So, fun fact, the name of this NPC was inspired by a particular order of events and a submission from a community member about a gunship build, which they aptly called the Blastmaster. I'm really struggling here. Hang on a second. Let's
Why not just leave these people alone?
ow! Pain.
I'm the one who's always left alone. I'm the one who's
We gotta find better means to do this. That shield is annoying. Why don't we have EMP? Actually, I know why. We didn't use EMP because we were using. Oh my gosh. Let's cycle over to EMP. EMP is such a great one. We'll do the damage over time, I think. Actually, shield restoration is not a bad option here. We'll do damage.
I was on top. They respected me. I was the master of my own domain.
Yeah. All right. You missed. Ha!
And that's where I belong. Ah, you have it really cracked.
Give me my health back. Nice. All right, let's try to drop your shields.
Fly away? No, I don't think so. See,
Cheeky use of
now,
a cruise missile. Oh man, this guy's got a lot of shields.
I don't care how many people I have to blow up.
Uh,
The Blastmaster. Okay, you have definitely become too unhinged to reason with. Time to end this.
I need more damage. My damage sucks. Ow, 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 ow. Well, at least we're in a much better position where we're not dying every 5 seconds. Actually doing damage. Oh my gosh, and you got a buddy. Gosh, Tormentor. Go away. No! Things aren't looking super great, guys. All right. Let's hide. Operation Tactical Retreat. Let's see. Here we go. This guy. That Tormentor! Oh my gosh! We gotta focus him down. Get my health back, please. Pain. Ran right into that. Alright. Shields down. Oh my gosh, his shields! He's got so many shields! I don't think this is gonna suck him in. No, it doesn't. Maybe that's probably use the figure of 8 though for his drones at least. You know what we do need? Oh my gosh, I'm thinking of different devices that would probably be a bit more effective in this particular build. Let's keep the damage going. Don't regenerate your shields. You punk. Oh, nope. Swap to the wrong one. No, go away. Okay, effective. Good, good. All right, we're almost there. Almost there. Come on. Get him. All right. Wow, it was so easy. Jeez. Easy game.
The DMZ drives many a soul to insanity.
You can't always choose your fate, Hive. Well, let's go get Vingram.
All right. Well, sorry guys that I'm just you know, freaking way too good at this game and the difficulty's completely off kilter. But you know, hopefully there's something exciting that's going on here. Whew. My goodness. Yeah, I need to optimize my devices a healthy amount, I think. And we might have just a moment to do so. One of the things that I'm thinking about is I'm not really getting a lot of usage out of front shield generator. And I almost want to do magnetic repulsor instead. I'm a big fan of both serial pusher and energy link. I think, leak, excuse me. Both of them just feel, actually all three of the modes here are really good. But I am going to go ahead and go with energy leak. That way we can make sure we're keeping our damage up. Oh, I forgot about this little puzzle. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's lots here. Let's go ahead and finish the risky business, though. Whew. My gosh. Says the guy who has 33 deaths at level 26. Oh my gosh. Absolutely savage. You know, fun story moment. Whenever we had initially created EVERSPACE 1 and it was still in early access, I was just a mere backer. I was not on the team at the time. But whenever I played for the very first time, we had Energized Boost as the starting device on the Interceptor. And in a general sort of, I have to try all the buttons move, as a lot of gamers tend to do, just to acclimate myself to what opportunities I had, I totally hit Energized Boost and directly flew into an asteroid and exploded. And my first run, I believe, was either 17 or 18 seconds. My first EVERSPACE 1 run ever. So, yeah, I like to mention that, especially when I would pop into streamers' experiences of their first times. And if they'd last like a minute and they're like, oh my gosh, this game's so hard, I'd be like, well, you lasted over 3 times as long as I did the first time. It's just kind of fun to do. Do you think you did the same? Well, we changed the Energized Boost to be not on the Interceptor by default, so it had to specifically been through early access. Yeah, I got really good at EVERSPACE 1 though. I spent a lot of time in there. It's the only reason why I probably didn't die a moment ago. It's because I've been playing this type of game for a very long time now. All right, Culver, flawless. Yes! My beloved. So good. Alright, we cleared a side mission. That feels nice, considering we have 1,000 billion side missions to go. But, you know what? Honestly, this ship design is really growing on me. I'm a big fan of this. I'm a big fan of how this came together. This makes me very happy. We also do, we're using the ramen shark. Here, let me... Zoom. Isn't he just adorable? Oh my gosh. Ah, it's so great. And I love how like the circle behind him looks like it's just one of the bubbles too. That was intentional. Gosh, I love how that comes together. This ship is adorable. The ship, it's so sweet. It's so cute. No. Okay, it's kind of getting weird. I'm sorry. But ultimately, I love how you can go a lot of different directions here, though. You know, with the supporter pack. Man, seriously, I really like the way this looks, though. I'm very pleased with those results. So, yeah, we are kind of getting near the end of the stream, and we have a lot of photos to show. We ironed it down because there were way too many, actually. You guys did an impressive job with your screenshots this week and last week and the week before. because, you know, we didn't show the screenshots in the prior stream because there was so much to talk about regarding the Incursions update. But yeah, we are gonna gladly showcase quite a lot of them with you guys because they're beautiful, they're brilliant. So let's go ahead and we're gonna stop here. Let's take a quick break. I need a quick break. I'm gonna refill my water. When we come back, screenshots, and we will continue answering questions. We might even have a short little segment where we dive back into the supporter pack, just if anybody does want to see a little bit more. So just take a brief break. We'll see you in a moment. Gary, don't say anything weird. Your comms are still on.
Yay! Not allowed to say anything weird. Okay. Let's just a quick talk about the supporter badge as well, Eric's AFK. So we've had a few questions, and I know we were kind of repeating ourselves a little bit. Currently, it's only available on Steam on PC platform, but we are hoping in the near future to bring it to more platforms, storefronts, etc. So you console people, GOG, etc. If we can, we'll be looking at those options. So don't worry, we are looking in that direction. We hope to have it in your little mitts as soon as we can, if possible. I'm quite surprised Eric didn't die more, to be fair. A bit disappointing, I know, but you know, we try. Stormbender, yeah, over on Twitch. Yeah, we'll try and show some of those engine effects from the supporter pack at the end for you. Have a little see of those. Yes, very much. Bearded Frog, you are not wrong. Not wrong. Between Madcaps and Freighters, yes, they were interesting. They were interesting.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, all right. My goodness. What a stream so far. A lot more exciting than I thought it was going to be, honestly. Thought I was going to have a more casual sort of, I'm just going to do a couple things here and there, and then freaking everything's just annihilating me. I got to up my damage, though. My goodness. But let's get started right out of the gates with speaking on behalf of some of these wonderful screenshots. The first one, we do have these in alphabetical order, just because that makes it easier to, you know, not, you know, classify it any other way. This one's Adam GT350R. That is the user who supplied this. Definitely do enjoy their ship they've got going on here. An interesting angle too. Love being able to highlight your specific ships, and you're going to see a lot more of that as we go through the selections that we ended up choosing. Especially those of you who did use the supporter pack. So some really clever designs. Hope that you're going to stick around for this segment. While we do this segment, we will be answering questions. Gary's going to provide them to me. I will answer them as best I can, and we'll go from there. So, Gary, do we have any questions lingering at this time?
We've got 2 or 3, yes, we
do.
First question is from Black Belt Gamers over on YouTube. They're wondering, will we ever see a mercenary system or even a way to customize Alex loadout? They're looking at, say, build options that they'd like to design for an optimized follower.
Yeah, that sounds incredible. That was also a concept that we did have on the table a long time ago. Unfortunately, with the direction that we were taking, it did not fit the development timings, nor did it fit the sort of theming that we were aiming for. So even though it is really cool, that is not scheduled to happen. No plans to do so. So it's a good question. Good question, though. So this next shot comes from 8-Bit Vic. We're seeing the first supporter pack user. Those engines are crazy. Oh my gosh, that looks so freaking cool.
He's with us on
Vic.
Twitch chat as well. He'll be well happy to see that.
Yeah, no, it's that's a really cool engine loadout. You know, got all of the glowing, the cybernetic glow, all of that stuff. Feels kind of patriotic in a way. Definitely loving it. So good stuff. Well done. Thumbs up all around. What other questions do we have out there?
Right, we've got one from Steiny Goat over on Twitch. He's just curious about the engine color Hunyadi Royalty. Was it royalty? Sorry, yeah, Hunyadi Royalty.
Okay.
Any reason for that naming?
A lot of the naming conventions were just applied because we were looking for various themes that were representative of the color selections going on. We did not use specific naming conventions of like anything official by like Pantone, for example, or Crayola, anything like that. We just made up names. And a lot of them we felt were incredibly fitting. If for some reason you feel that that listing is somehow incorrect or not representative of that term, feel free to let us know. Go into more detail about it, about that in our forums with references if you can, because if we do need to change something because for any reason, I mean, it's just a name. I hope that you understand that that's all it is, but we are more than willing to adjust things should they need to be for any reason whatsoever. I feel like there's a good notion to also talk about how we use Crowdin for all of our localization. We've received a ton of support through that. So thank you to everybody, especially our Chinese community out there. You guys have been hitting that hard and really bringing everything home the way that it needs to be. So thank you. Yeah, so yeah, if something comes across as weird, wrong, or whatever, let us know and we'll inspect. So good point.
I shall go find the link for our Crowdin.
Yeah, sure. By all means. I'm pretty sure it's still open. Oh gosh, we didn't close it, did we?
Yes. No, Sven reopened it recently because we got a load more coming in. So
all right, yeah, we did have to close it for a short time because of reasons. I can't remember the reasons. But yeah, I'm glad it's opened again. It's been open, but yeah. This next shot comes from Excel. Excel provided tons of incredible shots. This one actually was photographed before Incursions. This was on the cusp of Incursions dropping, and I think is a beautiful representation of getting out there once it's launched. I think they even had some sort of statement saying like getting back into the game to prepare for Incursions, I believe, and just outstanding photos all around from them. We do select two here because this is before Incursions and this is after Incursions. Look at this supporter pack detail. Like, oh my gosh, the thing looks sick. Jeez. I love this. This is so good. So very well done, well accomplished, Excel. I think that you've done a great job stylizing your ship. If I saw you flying about, I would be scared. That's so cool. Very good shots. Do we have another question?
Yes. We've got one from Excel, funnily enough, over on YouTube.
Perfect.
Wondering about NVIDIA Ansel specifically. Was it disabled with the UE5 migration? I know we were asked this fairly recently, but I can't remember the answer.
I would have to pull up the details, which I currently don't have access to because I have way too much streaming software up. We might have. Do we have that listed in one of our cheat sheets? Actually, but it is to my understanding that there are a number of little hiccups that occurred through the migration, and we did pay close attention to how the graphics settings were operating before and after. This was a large point of our development, actually, between Armed and Dangerous and Incursions. We spent a lot of time going in and fixing tons of bugs, which you can read more about if you find the respective paving. The path is filled with a lot of bugs or something. You can find that on Steam. You can find that on our website. Read more about it, but there's still a couple of hiccups that do tend to sneak in. That sounds like it might be one of them because I can't remember our official answer. Have you found anything, Gary?
The only thing that I found, I think it was well, just after the launch. I think it's down to NVIDIA possibly in terms of implementation, but I'd have to double check.
That actually sounds right. That jarring my memory a little bit because I remember when I tried to go in and use the sort of Ansel, like some of the options were missing, which might be what Excel is kind of remarking on as well. And that is based on the software that NVIDIA has produced, working in tandem with the game that's being run and whatnot. So it's not really something that we can do. Like we can't service their software. It would have to be on NVIDIA's side. So thank you for jogging my memory, Gary. I appreciate that. So very good. All right. So next up we've got Fussel. FUSSE capital L, so maybe it's FUS L97. They've got a nice little shot of death from above that we were using earlier. This one comes from a bomber, and oh my gosh, look at those missiles. I love this. Perfectly thematic, really brings it home. I like the clever angle that they chose here. It's cool to see this now. Like it's activated more storytelling just from us dropping in the supporter pack that you don't actually need, but it's just cool. And I love how you guys are going ham with it, sending all of these screenshots to us. So really incredible shot from FUS L97 here. Love it. Do we have another question in queue?
We have one more. It's a lore question from
nice.
Wizard Jerry, actually.
Oh, wow. Wizard Jerry.
All right.
All right. The wizard himself.
Oh, yes, indeed. In EverSpace 1, the original Adam can't replace his body, so there's a bit of spoilers going on if you've not played EverSpace 1. Can't replace his body because of the virus, if he remembers correctly. Does it mean that the original Adam has some technique and transfer one soul to another body?
So if we're getting into the territories of like souls and memories and stuff like that, this is actually going more into the territory of sci-fi that we are just pretending, we're making up, right? We see that commonly used in a lot of various movies and TV shows and stuff of sci-fi nature, saying like, okay, well, what if we could store the memory? What would that look like? Well, what does that mean about the person's character or their soul or, you know, whatever, right? And we're kind of branching out of the territory of we can find an explanation for this, and instead we're going into the more like philosophical, theological, like the deep stuff, right? So the short answer to all of this is we don't freaking know. It's just how it operates in the sci-fi universe. We have a clone that has been transferred a memory over and over and over again. Does he have all the pieces and parts? Is it the same person? Now we could talk about the ship of Theseus. Like if he keeps getting memory points, does he then like become Adam again? Like it's crazy deep stuff, right? So there's not a direct answer, and I don't think you're going to find one because it is a video game. It's a story in a video game. We're happy with how we tell the story, but we do hope that you can have your suspension of disbelief jump in there to enjoy the experience and follow along the story for what it is. It's a great question. Great question. So this shot, I actually shared this not too long after we dropped the supporter pack. This is actually one of my photos, and I love this. I love this so much. I was just totally screwing around, and I had a Sentinel, and I added the lightning across it, and I was like, I need to make this a full thing, and goodness gravy. This is like probably my favorite design that I've made thus far out of the supporter pack. So just kind of giving you an idea of something that you can pull off. Yeah. There you go. It's like it has its ultimate permanently on, and I love it, which is really beneficial to me because I don't know what the alt looks like. There we go. All right, you got it. All right, cool. All right, this next shot comes from Highbarf and the first levels of incursions that he discovers, and kind of a beautiful little setup here. I like it. I like the way that this one comes out. We have another question or two?
Nothing at the moment, no. I think they're all enjoying the screenshots of the supporter packs and everything.
Now, seriously, we got some really cool shots. But yeah, with the incursions dropping itself, I know we didn't really show any through the course of the stream. We're not quite there yet. Haven't gotten to the end game. But the incursions have been providing a lot of you a lot of fun, at least based on your reviews and your comments. We've been getting a lot of praise, so thank you for that. It really does mean a lot. We did put a healthy bit of effort to build up the in-game systems a little bit more for you, just a little bit. So glad to see that you guys are enjoying that content. Next shot, we have
something that I'll address over on YouTube. Fuzzy is a supporter of the game. He's absolutely loving it. He's just currently having a bit of a trouble with a mission for protecting one of the characters that we encounter. Just so you know, Fuzzy, we are tracking a potential bug with that the forces around this character are a little bit too strong, so don't worry, we're looking to get that bug fixed up.
Excellent. Thank you for addressing that. And that's actually a great reminder that the scrolling marquee below, we do now update that every stream. There's some cheeky references in there, maybe. I don't know. But there is one bit that passes by that does mention we are working on a hotfix. We're making that known. So you guys, we're not sure when it's going to drop, but this will be for all platforms, not just Steam. That would kind of be silly. And it's going to address a number of issues that you guys have reported. Thank you for reporting them, because, you know, thousands of consumers are have a lot more eyes than, you know, like 20 some developers. So we really do appreciate that. And hoping to iron out those kinks to get your game back in its glory. Speaking of glory, check out Kowalski here in his super cool ship, trying to perhaps echo a little bit of the stylization of the Incursion. He is facing planet side. This one is fire, as the kids say these days. That was weird. All right, but it's a photo. I like it. I like the way that it comes together. I think he's done a good job of playing around with the lights on his ship in particular. These incursions that can sometimes be really tough, and I love how he's just like diving right in there. That's real good. It's real good. So next one we got from Kane Rizzle. This is a great representation of the Alienware skin. So he's found his customization for all of the different ship modules. And dang, that is so sleek. This is a great example of the Alienware skin, which is completely free. All you have to do is head on over to the Alienware website, create an account, and then click on a link. And you got it. Boom. There's a limited run of this. So once all the keys are gone, they're gone. I don't know how many they have left, but yeah, it's just one unique theme that you can do. Makes your ship look like an Alienware supercomputer. And, I mean, that's pretty cool. You know, it looks great. It looks super. So nice screenshot share, Kane Rizzle, so we can display just a little bit more about the Alienware. Next image, we've got a slew of shots that came from Kazaa. We had to bring those down. This is such a clever photo for so many reasons. The icy effect mixed with the explosion behind and flying away, it truly makes this almost have like a painterly movie theater vibe to it. Like you could see this as an action sequence in your local cinema. Such a phenomenal shot, Kazaa. That is seriously incredible. Like knowing that this was not touched by any additional sort of means and it's just an authentic screenshot. That's very nice. Impressively nabbed. Definitely love that. Gary, do we have any more questions that have floated in, by the way?
Nothing really.
Okay.
Just to answer Cargo Jacker over on YouTube, he's asking if the Alienware giveaway is for consoles as well. No, it's only on PC.
Thanks for that clarity. Do appreciate that. It's a great question. Yeah, it's just PC. Yep. All right. This next shot also comes from Kazaa. I thought this was really clever because he kind of has like the shark-like design of the Vanguard. And the more I was looking at this, I was like, oh, that's an interesting structure sticking out of the water. Wait a second. What? What? How did this happen? I have questions. Kazaa? What? I know that sometimes you like to mess around in the game and like, you know, you've got some tomfoolery afoot. I'm calling shenanigans here, but that's super cool. I love how the water refraction is making the ship almost look cut off, or it's something else entirely. This is, yeah, thank you for the share. Also, can you tell me how to reproduce these steps? Because I've not ever seen an Okar vessel that large try to take a dip in the water. Very clever shot. But I do love like it's very much the Jaws vibe going on here. Well accomplished. Great looking ship to boot. Last shot from Kazaa here. I mean, wow. Do we need to say any more? We've got a freaking zebra launching a massive number of rock debris at a space station in an explosion with incredible lights that just... That's seriously cool.
I think you certainly built up a decent amount of momentum with that screenshot.
Yes. I see what you did there. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not familiar with the new legendary called Momentum, well, there you go. So, yeah, it's a tremendous shot. I love the way that it comes together. You mean a zebra? Wait, yes, what did I say?
Zebra in the cultural world.
Oh, no. Yes. Well, this zebra looks like it's made out of aluminium, so there's that. But we'll just move on. But seriously, Kazan, great shots. Love them so much. We do have this one more thematic shot from Steiny. Steiny even mentioned, I think when he shared this, he was like, yeah, I know how Eric loves the more sort of like storytelling environmental shots. And this one definitely captures that. It almost looks like there's an explosion happening at this point in time. Yeah, I just like the way that you lined it up. I also like your little ship that you attached in here. It's cute. I dig it. So gunship fans rejoice. We are making the screenshots happen. It's good stuff. We're going to kind of go through lightning round a little bit because we are low on time. We have another shot from the Oracle of Lenya. I never know how to pronounce it. We've had a lot of beautiful shots from the Oracle here. And this one's no different. Love the way that it captures an explosive shot with shards of the ship falling behind from the explosion of its armor. So I thought that was pretty clever. We've got this shot from Trave, a newcomer to the Discord, but telling a story as well through this environmental space. I think those are even the original engine colors. I'm not sure. Maybe even the original lights. But don't you worry about that. Well, ship customization comes later. That's fine, you know. But the way that you've captured this space and entering into this new unexplored territory, it's so eerie. It's so cool. Love the way that you've captured that. So nicely done. We've got Typed Kibbles, who's been chatting away in our chat. Yes. And they went ahead and they shared this screenshot of some beautiful shenanigans that are absolutely intended in the game. Is it much? Is it a little much? Maybe. That's okay, but it's fun. It's silly. It's ridiculous. And that is a surprisingly large number of turrets. What I think would be impressive is if that you left this area and you got an incursion to spawn in there, and then you just like flew in and you just beat it in like 10 seconds. That would be even cooler. I see Bearded Frog say that's a sticky situation. We got jokes. We got jokes. That's fair. Wait, I think I have a button for that. There we go. Very good. Very good. So yeah, but thank you for the share. Do appreciate it. It's very good. We got this one, a couple of shots that came from Wild Charger in their experience back in EVERSPACE 1. This is EVERSPACE 1, and this is a GMB fighter fighting another GMB fighter, which can in fact happen based on the proximity of where you're at, what you're doing, and what's happening. And this might also be another character. I don't think it is actually, but yeah, just a clever little shot of seeing two GMB fighters attacking one another in good old EVERSPACE 1. We got Wizard Jerry with their electric spaceship flying towards this incursion at lightning speed. The Wizard looks great. Looks like he's going to have super ease with this one, just based on the loadout that you can see from this distance. For those of you who don't know, Wizard Jerry is speed running riffs at Lunacy 2000, and if you have not seen the videos, find them, watch them, have your jaw drop, and be inspired, because seriously, the man is an absolute legend and can do some impressive feats in EVERSPACE 2. We've got XHSJDKJC, that is the username, with a beautiful shot, honestly, of Prescott Starbase. Sometimes it's easy to forget the underside, because you're always flying up above where all of the ships are flying around and all the advertising is, and then down below you've got the more shady dealings and curiosities going on near the black market and whatnot. And I think that this is a pretty strong representation of that near the core. So yeah, that actually concludes all of our screenshots. There's a couple of fan art pieces that I also wanted to share. I nabbed these last minute. This first one comes from the Chemical Bro. Before we had the supporter pack creating interesting patterns and whatnot on the ship wings, he slapped this down, and it was just, that's freaking cool. Now, I do think that this one has been modified slightly, but that's why it's in fan art and it's not just a screenshot, but still, like, absolutely impressive shot here. So powerful, and love the way that it's been captured. Love the way that he's representing his big old ship here, his Vindicator. And last but not least, oh my gosh, look at this! What? What? Yeah. Freaking. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't even have words. This is incredible. The amount of detail in this build, it gets better. Look at this. Look at the underside. Like he's got it all covered. It's all there, ladies and gentlemen. Every single part and piece. And like, wow. Holy cow. I don't have words. That is so incredible. So big shout out to V Nachos for whoever you are is awesome. Creating this over at the Lego brick website. I forget what it's called. But yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it's incredible. Like absolutely mind-boggling how he was able to put this together. But there's even more shots than just these two. I chose these two just to give you a little bit more of the detail, but you can see more at the website. There's a link in the Discord. I actually posted it in the fan art and memes channel itself. If you want to go see it in more detail, it's insane. So, you know what else is insane? Your guys' support. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, everybody, for you coming out here to support the streams, to purchase the supporter pack, which now you know a lot more about since we were able to give it a proper showcase. We might be able to do a little bit more of a showcase of it in the future, maybe, I'm not sure. But now you know what it contains. So that's what you get if you choose to go ahead and fund our development even further by supporting us. The pack costs $10 US or $9.99. Is it $9.99? Whatever. $9.99 over on Steam right now. There's a lot of desire for you guys to have it come to other platforms, so we are looking into it, but we cannot make any guarantees. There are no plans at this time to do so. So we'll see what can go from there. Otherwise, Gary, were there any other questions that maybe snuck in or any comments that you had before we close down the stream?
No, nothing really. Just keep sending us any bugs that you do find. Obviously, we'll have more details on hotfix hopefully soon. And yeah, we can try and get things fixed up. Your eyes and ears help us make a better game, which is always good.
Sweet. Yep, that's very true. So awesome. Well, you guys have been absolutely awesome. We have been absolutely Eric and absolutely Gary. Don't stop being awesome, and we will catch you in the next stream 2 weeks from now. Yeah, that's all I got. Toodles! It's been a minute since we had some shenanigans at the end of the stream, so let's have some shenanigans at the end of the stream, shall we? Shall we? Gary's above me, but he's muted. Ha ha ha. Let me find something here for a second. Okay. Here we go. I enjoyed that. I hope you guys did too. It's always fun just screwing around and doing some things. My throat's better. Could you tell? Oh my gosh, you're unmuted, by the way, if you want to say something. But guys, sincerely, thank you so much for all of your support. Like, it's been huge. And yeah, don't forget about the Alienware DLC. You can get completely for free. Just heading on over to the website, logging in an account thingy or whatever, clicking a link, and you're done. Otherwise, if you feel like supporting us further because you just love what we do, I do ask you to consider purchasing the supporter pack. It goes directly towards development, and it gives you a lot of cool looking details to play around with for your ship customization. It does not affect gameplay whatsoever, also giving that. And last but not least, we got a hotfix that is in the works. There will be one, can confirm. It will be for all platforms, of course. We do not have a time frame as to when that's going to drop. Obviously, it would be sooner than later because it's a hotfix. But yeah, we'll keep you posted on that. So go have a fantastic weekend, just as fantastic as you are. Delightful. All right. See you later. For real this time. Doodles.